Hi there, folks. Welcome back to another episode of the Short and Stout Guys. We are the Short and Stout Guys. I'm Terry.
I'm Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. I think some of our videos are getting a little bit too long. I think people like it when we do a little bit shorter things, short and stout. So I'm kind of having an idea for maybe a short video today.
What's that?
Well, as you know, if you go to Epic Universe, you have lots of opportunities to meet and even greet the monsters. They're roaming around. You can meet with them. You can meet with the bride. You can meet with Frankenstein. You don't really get to meet with Dracula, but he's definitely around the place. You get to see him in a ride. A lot of animated characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish we had that amount of monsters at Universal Studios.
Well, you're in luck. Because I know of a few places where we can meet some Universal Classic monsters.
The Universal Classic monsters at Universal Studios, not at Epic, Universal Studios.
That's right.
Oh, well, what do you mean by that?
Well, there are some at the Five and Dine in the Hollywood section, and there's a few monsters in the Sahara Traders.
Oh, so we can go and see if we can find the monsters. That sounds like we're going on a monster hunt.
That sounds about right.
All right, let's do it. Let's go see if we can find the monsters. I've got a shirt with 4 monsters on. Maybe we can find all 4. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monsters. If we could find all 7 monsters, that would be incredible.
That would be pretty cool.
All right, well, we'll go see what we can find of those monsters at Universal Studios. Well, I know it's going to be really hard to see, but in this window, we do have the Phantom of the Opera right here. It is so hard to see with the glare. Next to his organ right there. Very cool. And then next to him, although not as hard to see as I thought he would be, we do have the Invisible Man with his lab supplies. So hard to see with the glare. Maybe he is kind of invisible because of the glare. Anyway, there he is in all of his craziness. Looks like
Something smells fishy around here.
We're wondering, what is the most scary monster you've ever had to go up against?
Well, there's been
Yeah?
lots of freaky space boots. There was that minor 49.
Extra scary.
There was the witch's ghost.
None of them were as scary as Bobo the Clown.
Bobo the Clown.
Jaded on that one.
I agree.
I don't
It
understand what
tasted
you mean. He shredded my encyclopedia, therefore scary as
Oh,
ghost.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
Might even get appreciated.
I
absolutely.
appreciate your most trusted business buddy.
I know, you guys really love Ghostbusters.
Thank you. Finally.
I'll just say this in summation. There's no monster too big, too scary, too crazy for the Mystery Inc. And that's on the record.
Well, if you think about it this way now, we could potentially be surrounded by like thousands.
Made out of fiberglass, running on pneumatics.
Pneumatics, that is air pressure.
Simple air pressure. Air pressure pushing out the face, which then in turn stretches the latex. It gives that illusion that the face is growing. And very detailed too, as you can see. Put those hands together, make some noise! Yay! That's for a kid's project? Dude, I'm Jurassic Park, the very first Jurassic Park days. Yeah. There you go, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Amazing, perfect, fantastic. Keep that left off for Marty and Eddie because they
Well, Daniel, that was a pretty successful monster hunt.
I think
Out
so.
of the 7 monsters, we were able to find at least 6, and I can almost count 7. Came up with all of the different monsters located somewhere in Universal Studios. And we got to see some of the merch, too. Now, I have to be honest with you. I really did not think we would come across the Invisible Man.
But we did.
Yeah, I mean, you you originally had told me, I think we're going to see the Invisible Man somewhere in Universal Studios. And I was like, no way. But we saw him.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you can say,
I told you so.
nice, Deanna. You know, every once in a while, the monsters will pop up in Islands of Adventure in Hallows
Eve
All
boutique.
Yeah, everyone they had a kind of an overlay either last year or the year before, where they were kind of having a summer beach party almost. The monsters
Or
were.
a Christmas thing, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they do that too, but not this summer.
No.
I was really happy that we could find him in Universal Studios. We weren't able to find the figure of the Wolfman, but we came across a really pretty good one in Eddie, just right down by the horror makeup show. So anyway, hope you enjoyed coming along with us on our monster hunt. Turned out to be pretty successful. You never know, next time you see us, we may be in the monster makeup show, or the horror makeup show, I guess it's called now, or kind of different names too. Maybe we'll be in a gift shop looking for monster merch, or maybe we'll be on some kind of a monster-themed ride at Epic Universe. Either way, until then, take care.
And stay spooky.